Hi guys, we're going to present to you the recent issue that happened in Germany, which is the migrant crisis. Hope you guys like it. The European migrant crisis of 2015 arose through the rising number of refugees and migrants going to Europe across the Mediterranean Sea, through Southeast Europe and applying for asylum. Most of the migrants are refugees fleeing war and persecution in countries such as Syria, Afghanistan, hoping for a better standard of living and job offers. First, we're going to present Germany's background. Germany is under a conservative regime led by the Chancellor Angela Merkel. It is the largest economy in Europe with the lowest unemployment rate, up to the point that it is currently suffering a labor shortage. The unemployment rate in Germany is 5.3%, GDP of $3.2 trillion with an annual growth of 0.5% and an inflation rate close to 0.5%. So, how are the refugees distributed among Germany? As you can see in the illustration, the region that is the most affected by refugees is North Rhine-Westphalia, the most populous state of Germany, which capital is Düsseldorf. This arrival of migrants has, like every issue, its pros and its cons. Analyzing the pros first. There's first the stimulation of the German economy, which will grow from 1.7 to 1.9% in 2016, and the budget surplus will increase as well from 13 to 22 billion euros in 2016. Another stimulus will be the amount spent in housing and feeding the refugees, estimated to be 4 billion euros in 2015 and 12 billion euros in 2016. Moreover, it is a solution to labor shortage, as many jobs are going to be filled in the needing sectors. The last benefit is that the migrant crisis can be a solution to Germany's increasing aging population. The pension gap can be filled by contributions of new workers by their contribution to taxes. The cons, on the other hand, are very present and hard to ignore. First, the depression of wages may occur, but this seems to be temporary. Having workers willing to work for relatively low pay may allow employers to ignore productivity, training, and innovation. Although Germany has recently implemented a new minimum wage of 8.5 euro per hour. The increases in population can put some pressure on public services that could cost the government an extra spending. The long cultural alienation is an issue that would have to be assessed on the recent future. Increasing security monitoring would also be an extra expenditure for the government. And finally, there's also the worry that integration for unskilled refugees would require a long period and they would need to adapt and find jobs.
Moving on to the policies implemented by the German government accordingly to this situation, I'm going to be highlighting the most important ones for us. For dedicated refugees, they only need a 3-month residency to be able to start working. Germany also implemented a citizenship law granting birthright citizenship. In 2012, government implemented a package of reforms impacting residence law, right of asylum, employment ordinance, and integration course ordinance, in order to facilitate and regulate the entrance of refugees. Asylum seekers are allocated to a specific initial aid facility. This distribution is based on several criteria and is established with the help of the EASY system, which manages distribution throughout the country. Germany has followed a policy of treating migrants under 18 years of age as children first and refugees second, giving them the same rights as German children. Finally, and more recently implemented, they also introduced a system of temporary controls on the southern border with Austria because of the security concerns. The restrictions incorporated a temporary suspension of rail travel from Austria and allowed spot checks of automobiles. To conclude this study, we want to highlight the effort that Germany is doing on promoting asylum to refugees and to transmit this action to the rest of the European Union countries. Finally, it is worth mentioning the favorable policies that Germany is imposing to deal with this situation. Now, we would like to open the discussion to you, so please share your thoughts on the comment section below. Thank you very much for your attention and see you in the next one.